Layla-Jane and I thought we would use today to talk about our top 10 favorite developmental play activities we do. Layla-Jane just turned 10 months old and it's amazing how much she has changed just in this last week. So I wanted to go over some things that I do now with a 10-month-old that really help her develop cognitively, emotionally, socially, and even her physical abilities. So let's get started with our first one. Number one is stacking. So stacking could be anything from stacking blocks to cups, just anything you can find that babies can stack. It's really great for their motor development, their fine motor skills, their dexterity, problem solving, memory. All of that is so fun it's so good for them, but it's also fun. Layla-Jane loves stacking her cups. Well, I shouldn't say stacking. She hasn't really gotten that yet. She likes more so watching me stack them and then knocking them down. And you know what, that's okay. That's the first step. They love to knock things down first, and then eventually she will start learning how to stack it. Activity number 2 is a classic, peekaboo. It's so great, especially at this age, at 10 months old. Layla-Jane is definitely going through a lot of separation anxiety right now, and she's still learning that object permanence. So the fact that even though I might not be in the room, I haven't disappeared. And a good way to teach this or to help facilitate her getting through this separation anxiety is by playing peekaboo, helping her learn that even though I go away for a little bit, I come right back. And so not only is she having fun, but she's also learning too. All right, Layla-Jane, what's number 3? One of her favorites is walking. So she cannot, oh, she wants my camera. She cannot walk yet on her own, but we are definitely always working on it. And so one great way is using like a push toy, and that helps them kind of practice their walking in a much safer way. Always be close to them though, because they can easily slip. And that helps her, build her leg muscle, help with her coordination, help with her balance. And along with that, we also just practice with me holding her hands and walking around, and her just standing. That helps build those leg muscles and helps with her balance too. So we spend many times during the day walking around with her walker, or she'll hold onto the railing and stand there, and it's great for her and she loves it. She's so excited and so thrilled with herself, and I just know sooner than later she's just gonna take off and she's gonna be walking on her own. Activity number 4 is something we've been doing since she was a baby and something I hope to continue all throughout her life, and that's reading. Reading is so crucial for babies. And beforehand when she was younger, I felt like I was always just kind of reading the book and she wasn't really paying attention. But now at 10 months, I feel like she's really looking at the pictures. She knows to turn the page. She especially loves books that have animal sounds in them. So she's learning how to associate the picture of an animal with the sound they make. And I always make sure to use the correct tone of voice when I'm reading. So like if there's a question, I raise my voice at the end. So she's starting to learn the different tones when you're talking and having a conversation. So again, reading is so important. It really helps build their language. And it's just so fun to see her now interacting more with the books and starting to see them as more of a fun thing and not just something that I'm just reading to her, but she's really starting to enjoy it. Another fun game I like to play with her that also builds object permanence is something I call Switcheroo. I take a little toy and I put it in one of my hands and one of my fists with her watching, and then I ask her to point or gesture or do something to say like, where is the toy? And I wait and see if she acknowledges what hand it's in. Again, this builds object permanence. She saw it was there, and then I close my hand and she still knows that it exists even though she can't see it. Activity 6 I call gift box. I take a box that has a lid on it and I fill it with a bunch of like her just little toys or knickknacks, and then I give it to her with the lid on. I try to encourage her to open the lid. Sometimes she doesn't really get it, so I have to open it for her at first. And then I just let her explore what's all inside. Then we put it all back in, and then I try to have her open it up and see what's all inside again too. So this is a fun game that helps with their memory, their attention span, problem solving, and it's just fun for them. Activity 7 is practicing new gestures. Layla-Jane has gotten really good at clapping, but I'm trying to help her to also learn how to like wave hi and goodbye, how to point to things, and just all sorts of other gestures. So every time I get a chance, we're working on that, especially the hi and the bye. And that's gonna really help build her, her social skills and her communicating. Activity 8 is I like to go in front of a mirror with her and point to different body parts while saying the name of those parts. So this helps with, you know, body awareness and her language skills and just learning all those different parts, and she loves it because she loves looking in at her reflection. Another fun game is chase, or trying to catch you. So a lot of times I'll kind of sneak up on her and go, I'm gonna get you, and then go and tickle her. And it's really fun to see after a while when she kind of starts to get what I'm doing. She'll start putting her arms up to kind of try to evade me because she knows the tickling's coming. And that builds, you know, those good social skills, interacting with me, along with some good motor skills too, because she's moving. So again, really good skills she's learning just from that little game, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Another great one is to be musical with your baby. I have a lot of musical toys for her. We dance all the time. I'm always singing to her, and she always brings a smile to her face. And music is just so important for babies. It helps with their language, their rhythm, their social skills, because she's smiling and trying to dance back or sing with me and make noises. So music, definitely. If you haven't already been doing that, definitely, and start incorporating that with your baby. I think he or she will definitely love it. So these are just a few games you can play with your baby, but they're ones that I love to do and I know Layla-Jane loves. So let me know if you try these. Let me know in the comments below how your baby did with them. And if you have any other games you like to play with your baby that are great for them developmentally, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at HeyMomIs18. Can you say bye? Wave goodbye, wave goodbye to the camera. See, we gotta work on those gestures.